Are you the type that you can stay from week to week, month to month, money will not enter your hand? Like you are, even if you are not doing business, nobody will just favor you, nobody will just dash you money, nobody will just say, okay, let me just get you something. Or is there anybody that promise you money with his or her whole heart? Like, see you maybe because of is your cousin, nephew, family member, and the person has money, and the person feel like, let me help you with any amount of money, and all of a sudden that person has not fulfilled the promise. When you are calling, that person is not picking call, the person is not giving you attention in order to give you that money. Or are you the type that you want to manifest any amount of money? Like, what I mean is that using the natural things that God created that has to do with attracting money, to attract any amount of money that you want. And this particular recipe work like magic, especially when you are into business, or you are into online, or you have something that you're doing. Like, try this recipe, believe me, you are going to manifest so much money in daily basis. So try it and see, and come back with your testimony. Good morning to you all, my darling family. Good afternoon and good evening. I'm greeting all of you, depending on wherever you are watching me from. And exactly when you see this video, if you are new in my channel, thank you for joining. My name is Promise. So in this channel, I share about the spiritual thing, how to use natural things for spiritual uses. So as you know that spiritual control the physical. If you find it helpful, please do subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell notification so you will always get notified whenever I upload a new video. If you're a returning subscriber today, thank you always for coming back. I love you, and God Almighty will bless you. So guys, I am talking on how to manifest money. Do this particular recipe and money will never be your problem. You are not going to be broke again. Like, seriously, when you needed money for something urgent, try this particular recipe. It works like magic when it comes to in attracting money to you. All right, and before I go on, let me tell you, all these things is not evil, these things are not venom, it's not juju, this is natural thing. All right, that has a spiritual meaning, that has so many things that you can use it to manifest as a human, and it works for you. All right, so if you believe and you want to really attract money into your life, try this recipe. You will come back with your testimony. Now, in doing this item, number one thing that we'll be needing, I want us to do it practically, because really this recipe works like magic. When I said magic, it works like magic. So now here I have bay leaf. Okay, so this is my bay leaf, this is my bay leaf, so this is my bay leaf. So you'll be needing just 3 pieces of bay leaf, and here I have cinnamon powder. Cinnamon powder. As you know that this cinnamon also has a stick cinnamon. This is the stick cinnamon. Alright, but mostly why I advise you to get this cinnamon, to grind it into powder, because mostly in the market they mixed with something in order to get a large quantity, and when you use it for all these things, it will not really give you exactly what you want. Like this particular one, I grind it myself. You see how it is. So this one, I have a lot of that, I just restock it again. Alright, so if you want to place an order, you are free to place order. But if you can get it, go to people that sell herbal stuff, tell them you want cinnamon. Alright, so this is it. We'll be making use of this. I will be making use of our bay leaf. So now, bay leaf is also an item where you can get this bay leaf, because there's a lot of questions people are asking on that. So this is the pack of the bay leaf. This one is already for someone in UK, and the other daddy in Sumy. So this is the pack of the bay leaf. Where you can easily get this is people that sell spices, people that sell anything that has to do with cooking, stew and all that. Tell them you want bay leaf. Bay leaf is one of the ingredients used to prepare party jollof rice that give it good aroma. So it's very simple and natural, and these things are something that we use in daily basis. It has no side effects, so don't fear and don't worry. So this is all we'll be needing for today. We'll be needing the cinnamon, and we'll be needing the bay leaf, and we'll be needing the pen, and we'll be needing the lighter or the matches, anyone you have. Now firstly, we'll be making use of 3 pieces of bay leaf. Okay, we'll be making use of 3 pieces of bay leaf. Now this is how to go about this recipe. First of all, you are going to bring one of the bay leaf, write your name on it. All right, when you write your name, you write the amount you want to manifest. You write the amount you want to attract. Please let me tell you, don't be greedy. We are working with nature. So if you are doing it and you be greedy, that's why sometimes you do all these things, you are not getting the answer. So you don't need to be greedy in doing this. You can even write the amount, God will decide to double it for you. All right, now when you write the amount you want to manifest, now let's assume if somebody promise you money or somebody promise you anything and you want that person to fulfill the promise, maybe the person is not fulfilling it. And let me tell you, sometimes the reason why somebody may promise you something and the person will not fulfill it is because of negativity, because of bad energy. When somebody is full of bad energy, it resists that person from receiving a lot of good things. Okay, so always do spiritual cleansing to cleanse every negative thing that will be preventing you from getting favor from people. And when somebody promise you something, like a cousin or nephew or your friend promise to help you, please be keeping the person in your prayers. Be praying for that person, because as long as the person has opened a mouth and promised you something, if it's somebody that's full of negative energy, it can even go and be attacking the person's finances. It can even go and attack the person's finances. It will even go and close the door where the person is going to generate that money to give you. Let me tell you, this is simple life. So when somebody promises you something and you that is promising something to somebody, always pray and ask God for direction. There are some people that when you decided to help them, after helping them, the person will start having problems. Okay, so that is by the way. Now you are going to write the name. If somebody promises you something, get a paper like this, write the name of the person. Okay, after writing, let's assume the person's name is promised. Look at it, it's writing. So you are going to write the name of the person. Now you are going to write the sign of the currency of where you are or you want to manifest, based on the kind of business that you do. If you are the type that your business is all about paying you in dollar, so you are going to write a dollar sign. If he pays you in naira, you are going to write a naira sign. Applicable to every state or country wherever you are. Write the sign of the currency. Look at the one I wrote now. So this is the sign of naira. You see it. You can decide to write the sign of dollar, sign of euro, and any of that. So after you're done writing this, now you are going to bring another paper. This one is if somebody promised you something. The name of the person is what you are going to write here. The amount the person promised you or the amount you are expecting from the person, then the sign of the currency. Now you bring another bell leaf. You are going to write your name. Write your name and write your intention. Pray and tell universe that as you are doing this from now to so day, that God should open ways for this person. Because somebody that promised you something, pray for more favor for the person, that this person will fulfill this promise, that today you are manifesting this money, that this money will come. That is number 2. You bring the number 3 and write your name and write the name of the person and write the sign of the currency and the amount. Let's assume nobody promised you something, you're just doing it on yourself, that you want to attract favor, you want something good to happen to you. Just write the amount you want to manifest. Maybe you're a student, you want to pay your school fees. Write the amount. You want to pay your house rent, you want to pay your children's school fees, you want to go buy something for yourself and all that. Write the amount you want to manifest if nobody promised you. So if you don't have anybody you're expecting it from, don't write the name of any person. The only way you write the name is when you know that you have somebody you're expecting that particular thing from. Then if you are into business, like you are into business, either online business or offline business, you are going to write only your name, write the signs of the currency, and that is all. And write your intention and your request. Now after you're done writing, you are going to get something like this. That is why I brought this thing. You get something like this that you know that is not going to burn. Put it inside, then you get your cinnamon. So this is it. You get your cinnamon. So for those that place know that this is the size place. So you get your cinnamon. The aroma is so lovely. This cinnamon is all about attraction. It does wonder. So buy it and keep it in your house as well. It has a lot of spiritual benefits. So when you get your cinnamon, you are going to add cinnamon into the mixture, any quantity like this, or if you can pour everything how you want it. So you put the cinnamon on the belly. You have written those requests. Now you are going to get your lighter. So you're going to make sure that cinnamon touch in every names or that request you have written on the cinnamon. Then you get your lighter. Alright, when you get your lighter, you are going to be burning it. You see what I'm doing? So you are going to be burning this thing, burning it with the cinnamon like this. So you are going to be burning it. You see, burning this request. When you are burning it, allow the ashes to burn on the cinnamon. Or if you can light it together with the cinnamon at once, fine. Then when you burn it, allow it to turn into ashes together with the cinnamon mixed together. Make sure the cinnamon as well burn. It can burn. If you have a charcoal, black charcoal, you use a black charcoal. But if you don't have, don't worry. Burn it into powdered form. Allow the smoke or allow the scent to just circulate that particular place you are burning it. As you are burning it, you start praying towards that intention. Alright, talking to God, telling God that from now to so time that God should bless you with this amount of money, so that you will pay your school fees, so that you pay your children's school fees, so you pay your house rent, so that God should touch this person that promised you money. You should you are going to be praying after that. Keep this particular recipe. You are going to do this between 12 a.m. in the midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 3 a.m. You just stop at 3 a.m. Alright, either you do it 12, or you do it 1, or you do it 2 or 3. Now, when you do it finish, keep the ashes. Early morning, when there is early morning sun, you know that early morning sun between either 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, when you see the early morning sun, go and take the ashes of these two mixture and blow it up to this early morning sun, and tell God, God of the sun, that as you are blowing this, you are setting your intention up that from today, let it fall down to you as testimony. Please don't forget to come back to this post and share your testimony. This particular recipe works like magic. This recipe will make you not to lack money. It's going to, let me tell you how this thing is. Well, that's why I said it's not evil, it's not that, but this is natural thing. This thing is going to, God will use all these things that you're doing to go and touch the heart of somebody that forgotten you, to remember you. Maybe you have a rich family that are not looking at them, they are not looking at you, they don't want to know how you are doing. By so doing, the thought of you will be on this person or in these people, like they will surely come to favor you. Believe me, it's very, very effective. If you are into business, do it. You are going to be selling. Just be setting your intention very well when you are doing all these things, and you will come back with your testimony. So this is one of the way to manifest any amount of money. And like I said, please don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. I'm not saying you shouldn't say your mind, but don't just be greedy. Where you be specific as far as maybe somebody has promised you, like somebody say, oh, auntie or uncle, I'm going to give you 5,000 to start up something, go and write it. Write that 5,000. Tell the universe that this particular person has promised me 5,000, that God should touch that person to fulfill the promise. And God should also open ways for that person to have that money to give you. Because sometimes when they promise that, they will start having problems. That means they will never fulfill the promise. So by so doing, you are going to help yourself and help that person as well. Then the promise will be fulfilled. So I wish I share with you. Try this method as well if you want to manifest any amount of money, and you will surely come back with your testimony. So I wish I share with you. Stay blessed as you watch, and thank you for being here. And please, I want you to put it into practice, because I really want you to come back with your testimony. See you in my next video, everyone. Stay blessed wherever you are, and see you in my next video. Bye.